Welcome to episode 1377. Jared Issacman, from 16-year-old high school dropout to billionaire, 9 lessons. This is an outline of episode 1377, lesson 1 to 5. It's lesson 6 to 9. Lesson 1, he broke many world records in aviation. For example, in April 2009, he set the world record for circumventing the globe in a light jet, beating the previous record by 20 hours faster. Another famous world record is as the first civilian to captain and pilot a space mission. And 2, his first business was in computer repair with a company called COMPUSA. He was 15. And 3, you must make decisions.
Really obsess over your decision making, right? Like one of the worst things you can do for sure is being indecisive. Like not making decisions can be, one of the worst, decisions, right?
Right.
But when you do, learn from every one of them. And still today, like I'll go back and look at emails I wrote 15 years ago, 10 years ago to see if the decision was right.
And 4, hiring his mom and his dad.
This is where it all began.
In his dad's basement. Jared was just 16.
Well, that was pretty upsetting to me, and we had long discussions about it.
Until Jared hired mom to be his bookkeeper.
Somebody had to do the bookkeeping.
Ironically, the 16-year-old credit card king was too young to qualify for a credit card. So he hired his dad to wine and dine customers.
And 5, at age 16, he discovered a billion-dollar business idea.
Jared Issacman had an idea that is now worth more than $50 million. He figured out a way for businesses to process credit cards more quickly.
Lesson 6, after he became super rich, he actually got back his GED and earned a college degree. In 2011, at the age of 28, earned a bachelor's degree from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University to qualify as a pilot. And 7, inefficiency means business opportunities.
For what they are, or accepting, or looking at inefficiencies and saying that there's a better way to do it. That's kind of the approach I've tried to take throughout my career. And I think it's worked really well for me in the early days of the business. And now, as the problems that we try and conquer and solve are much, much grander than our basement days, you're still trying to apply the same type of critical thinking and way to work through those issues.
And 8, take the first step.
50 or 100 years from now, but you have to start somewhere. There has to be that first step. And, when I try and help people visualize this, when Orville and Wilbur Wright had their first flight, at Kitty Hawk, it was not impressive. That powered flight did not go very far. But, 20 years later, you had your first airborne ambulances. Charles Lindbergh, flies across the Atlantic Ocean. 12 years later, Pan Am announces the first transatlantic commercial service where people.
Lesson 9, the importance of charity. He has donated hundreds of millions of dollars to charity.
Next big check he wrote to a homeless shelter, $24,000.
How many 23-year-old philanthropists do you have?
Oh boy, let me count that up. None, besides Jared.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and comments below. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.